And you can, for the low price of $40, get your limited edition Whopper Burger King cologne.
Yes, this we're not joking. This is actually
this is real.
A real thing.
It's freaking real.
Over in Japan, they
sold out actually.
They've sold out. Excuse me. Of the Burger
I think
King
it was like
Whopper.
In 3 hours, they
cologne.
sold out of a $40 cologne that smells like Whoppers. How do you feel about that, Tony? What? Are you digging the Burger King Whopper cologne?
No comment.
No comment. Come on, you gotta have a comment for that.
That was my comment. No comment.
I love me some Burger King Whopper cologne.
It depends on what I spray it on. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. But the thing is,
Be like, come here, girly.
does it smell? Does it smell like
Whopper smell good?
No. Okay, does it taste like Whopper? Because
yeah.
perfumes don't smell. Don't taste how they smell.
Yeah, you know, be like, come here, girl. I got a little Whopper. Ooh, is that a Whopper in your pants? Maybe. Tony, you wouldn't spray a little bit of Whopper cologne down on your Johnson?
Oh yeah.
I'm not messing with you.
Be like, come on, baby. 2-0. All right, it's Wollie Mopped Gaming Podcast, episode 33. 33, and we have a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Oh my goodness, an even bigger week ahead. When you guys are listening to this, this is Andre, joined by Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf, say what's up.
What's up?
My cough apparently that will not go away. The pizza was good though.
Yeah, it was.
Even Tony said it was comparable to a good pizza. Tony P, kind of here with us right now. Tony P, snore or say hello.
What's going on, everybody?
We got a bunch of cool fighting game stuff to get to. It's April. It's fucking April.
Finally.
And you know what that means.
Finally.
Mortal
Finally.
Kombat. And I'll talk about my dilemma with that in a little bit. Hey, Tony, what you been up to, man?
Work.
Finally.
A lot of work.
Anything fun?
Not really. You know, just been working.
Any games?
Believe it or not, I really haven't been playing any games too much either.
We did just have a tournament. Just had a tournament.
Well, as you can tell by my performance, I have not been playing any games recently.
What did you play in? What did you place in?
Nothing, and nothing.
You played what you played? You played Street Fighter? You played
Street Fighter, Injustice.
And you rocked out with a Shazam. And you played a little bit of Orchid in KI. At the 7th annual monthly Wollie Mopped Gaming. Whoa,
it's
7th.
an annual monthly. That makes absolutely no sense.
Is it just monthly?
It's monthly because annual means a year.
Oh, so I guess biannual would be 2 years. So our big tournament would be 2 years.
Yeah.
Big tournament. We're having a big tournament?
Oh, yes, we are.
Let's not talk about that. Oh, my gosh. Start rubbing my nipples.
Not at the table. Not at the table.
I'm excited, damn
I know, but you're not here. No, not in front of us.
That voice you hear in the background, that majestic voice, is Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf, what you been up to, man?
Nothing much. Been playing tons and tons and tons and tons.
Mortal Kombat! Oh, it's not out yet.
Not out yet. I've been playing tons of Bloodborne. When Mortal Kombat comes out,
Bloodborne, you say?
I'll be getting on
What
that.
game is that? Is that on the Atari?
Yeah, 3200. It's the Atari 3200.
Is that on the Jaguar?
Yeah, it's on the Jaguar. It's on the Jaguar Link system.
I've heard about. There's a couple people talking about this game.
There's
2 or 3 people, like in a hole somewhere, that says the game is like pretty good.
All I know is 2 or 3 people are absolutely correct. How awesome this game is! It's a very, very fun game. It's a RPG essentially. You can create your own character, and it's hard. It's a very hard game. Extremely hard game.
It's got me hard.
Mortal Kombat?
No, Bloodborne.
Oh, Bloodborne.
It's the blood. Blood gets you hard.
No, yeah, technically, disturbing. I played at the tournament too. I only played 2 games this past tournament.
What'd you play?
I played was it Injustice, and I played Super Smash.
I know you played Smash.
I had to play
we faced each other in Smash.
First match, as a matter of fact.
Unfortunately, we actually practiced together, so there was no surprises.
No, not really.
Besides, I mean, there was no surprise between you and I.
Yeah.
But there were surprises between everyone else. Because I actually lasted pretty long.
Well, the entire you actually did really well this tournament. I did a lot better this tournament myself.
Yeah.
So.
The practice helps.
Who
would have thought?
Yeah, practice, man.
Helps.
Practice helps.
Dyer won for the
Gay Chicken 22 is what the name he went by this time.
He had a new name just so he wouldn't people wouldn't be afraid of him. I guess.
No bullshit.
Gay Chicken 22.
We need some more people to come out to the tournament, start winning these things, and start
giving
competition.
my alias word and I'm not even gonna talk about what I just saw. My alias word is my alias gamer tag is gonna be the F word.
Oh, what?
The F word.
The F word. Mine would be the N word.
Tony, what's your gamer tag?
I just don't have a gamer tag.
Just Tony P?
I guess if I had to use a name tag, I'd probably use T Pressure.
T Pressure.
Yeah, T Pressure.
T Pressure.
I would just fuck with people, be like then just pick a random letter word, and they'd be like, "What's that word?" I'm like,
that's like Gamer B.
Yeah.
Gamer B, like the Street Fighter guy. He's back in the day when arcades, you gonna put the 3 letters and you put your initials like AML or whatever. Well, A was the first thing he did, so he put gamer, and then he didn't want to put the first letter because everybody had the first letter.
Yep.
So he put B. That's the entire story of his name.
Congratulations, man.
Gamer B.
Gamer B.
Anyways, me myself, pretty excited. John's not here, but he set up a some kind of interview or some kind of meeting tomorrow.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna be meeting with some place that's pretty well known in Daytona.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty well known. It's one of the more well known places in Daytona. So if everything goes well and I keep my pants on the entire time, we might be able to have this place as our gaming tournament for May.
Yep.
Our huge gaming tournament for May.
Huge.
Well, excuse me, which we already have $1,000 in pot prizes. It's gonna be pretty freaking awesome. I'm pretty excited. I gotta say, I'm really excited, guys. Anyways, I've been wanting to play so many games, but I just keep coming back to Street Fighter and my stick. Just playing with my stick, stick night and day,
Giggity.
Night and day. I mean, my fight stick.
Does it press buttons with you? It presses your buttons.
It presses my buttons. I mean, sometimes I play with my fight stick so much that like I have to take a break from it and come back. This is sounding really bad.
Come back, huh?
But no, I really am training with my fight stick.
So wrong.
That's what they all say. I know.
So wrong.
But my dilemma right now is that we got MKX coming out April 14th. It cannot get here soon enough.
Yep, it's right around the corner.
It's too far. That's a big ass corner. The closer it gets,
the longer it feels.
Like last week was so long. It's like consuming my every thought. The hype train of MKX. I'm on it. Full speed ahead. Go for broke. I don't care if this is the worst game ever. You know what I feel like? I feel like John and you guys when Destiny first came out.
That's so bad. Thank you for making that wonderful comparison.
Well, I mean, if we can go back to the tape. It's like, John was like, I'll love it and I'll play it and I'll always have it in my heart forever and ever, and I don't care. I'll play it until it can't be played no more. And
well, he did technically. I mean, he wasn't wrong about that part.
I mean, but there wasn't much really to play. I definitely I'm excited to play story. I'm excited for a story mode in a fighting game. When does that happen?
Every fighting game has a story mode. but not as extensive as ones that NetherRealm has been doing these past few.
Yeah, I mean, this is like some next level shit.
Yeah. Well, not really, because they did an MK9.
I know, but this seems above and beyond MK9. The story just seems...
I think they were kind of testing the ground a little bit with MK9.
And I think they blew it out the water with Injustice.
And now they can do it.
Like, this is kind of like... I don't even want to, like... I want to play, but I don't want to play. I just want to see the story played out. Like, I want to see what happens.
I do too. That's what I'm the most interested in.
Like, give me some popcorn.
Was it IGN? IGN did their 25-minute gameplay, 25-minute story mode.
Delicious.
Of MKX, and
we got to see Jax. We got to see Shinnok,
a whole bunch of characters we haven't seen. We don't know who's actually. Well, we don't know if those certain characters are going to be playable. We know that Jax is going to be playable.
They're in the game. We know that.
Yeah, they're characters in the story mode. But we don't know if they're actually going to be playable characters.
It was delicious. So. That was a delicious 25 minutes. And even though Johnny Cage kind of killed it with the "she called me Johnny."
Oh yeah.
What does she usually call him? Dickhead.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely.
But that ass though. Anyways, we got
talking about Johnny Cage's ass.
No, I'm talking about Sonya's.
You were talking about Johnny Cage,
of course.
And then ass though, like. Ugh.
I mean the flip kick. So we're gonna talk about MKX and the latest stories that's come out of there. Even though I'm pretty sure by the time this comes out, there'll already be another MK cast, and they're probably gonna do Jacqueline, and they're probably gonna do Jacqueline Jax. If I had to bet, it's gonna be Jacqueline.
Yeah, Jacqueline.
They're gonna do Jax, and they're gonna do Kenshi.
Maybe
Kenshi or okay. They did Shinnok, so they already got him out of the way. They're definitely gonna do Jacqueline. They're definitely gonna do Jax, and then they're gonna do maybe somebody we don't even know is coming out. Like, who could it be? Who could it be?
I've already Kenshi. I think maybe Fujin.
Fujin. I was gonna say Fujin. I would love to see Fujin. I would love to see Fujin, because he's basically like Raiden's BFF.
Yeah, which is interesting for this.
Yeah. And I was wrong, and I will talk about that coming up next. But right now, story you should have heard about coming up. All right, we're back in the story you should have heard about, and we're talking Halo. What? This might be the first time on this podcast in 33 episodes that we've mentioned the name Halo, and we're mentioning that because if you watch the Walking Dead mid-season finale, there was two very, very interesting Halo live action, very well done, might I add, advertisements.
Oh yes, you had I'll say them in the order that I watched them. The first one was it has like a desolate battlefield, like smoke's going around, stuff's all broken around, and we see
Agent Locke.
Walking in, and he's full armor, so he's not the Agent Locke that you see in the show. Yeah. He's Agent Armor in full Spartan armor.
Let's do this.
He's walking up and he's talking. He's giving this rundown about basically how
all hail to the chief.
Yeah, basically all hail to the chief. How he's just whatever this. This is the world you fought for, but now your mission's in. You see chief statue, and at the base of the chief statue, you see Master Chief fucked up.
He's got like a bullet
armor
hole
burns.
In his armor. He's got a fucking helmet all fucked up and shit, and it's like, damn, Locke has fucked the chief up.
Yeah, and he's like, so and now this is the end for your mission has ended, and he's about to shoot. He's about to shoot.
And this pistol, chief. Like fucking like MacGyver's.
Oh yeah, that's what all the pistols does. The pistols are magnetically linked to the armor. So
and he has all the Oni armor on, and you all know. Well, if you're a Halo fan, you know Oni is they got secrets.
What's the Operation Naval Intelligence?
Yeah. Oni's got secrets, and the only Spartans now are Spartan, I think 5s. I think Chief's like a Spartan 3 or something like that.
Chief is Spartan 2. Chief is Spartan 2. The ones in Reach were Spartan 3s. Oh, here I go. Nerd mode. Nerd glasses on, even though I don't wear glasses. Nerd glasses on. Shing! Spartan 1s were basically volunteers. They they could volunteer to be Spartans, and they had to go through whatever. Sergeant Johnson was a Spartan 1. Badass stuff like that, but they didn't have the armor and whatnot like that. Spartan 2s were kidnapped from their homes as children.
Yeah.
And they basically essentially were replaced by Flash clones.
You can never leave.
They were replaced by Flash clones, and the Flash clones, since they're not perfect humans or whatever, would die sooner or later, because you can only Flash clone like certain body parts, stuff like that. But they Flash clone the entire body, and the kids would, the Flash clones would die, and so they would think the kid's dead. They basically raised these kids to be soldiers and trained fighters and stuff, to the point where some of them actually have a lot of sociopathic and psychopathic tendencies.
But not the chief.
Even the chief. He has they did like all kinds of experimentation, augmentations, like cut him up, cut him open, freaking put him back together with all this stuff in him, gave him the armors and stuff like that, and basically trained them to be essentially monsters. That's what they are. Spartan 3s were the Spartans for the Spartans that he showed off in Halo Reach. Spartan 3s
like
were
machine almost.
No, only one. She lost her arm in the trailer.
That's why. Yeah,
she lost her arm in the trailer. They were children of Reach and other countries that had other worlds that had been invaded by the Covenant and like lost their families to the Covenant, and the government's like, hey, you want to get your vengeance? You got nothing else to lose. So they put them through the Spartan 3 procedure, which was a lot safer than the Spartan 2. The Spartan 2 is like a lot of kids died in the Spartan 2 things. It had more of a success rate. It had more of a success rate for the Spartan 3s and stuff like that. After they quote unquote beat the Covenant, they had the help from the Sangili, the elites. They started up the Spartan 4, which basically they went back. They basically got the Spartan thing kind of sort of down pat. Know how to make the armor, know how to make the augmentation, so on and so forth. They essentially had essentially had they just let people volunteer once again, like for the first one. They let the people volunteer and stuff like that. Friggin' Dr. Halsey was a fucking monster. She's a monster. She is a monster, which that's where I'm wondering whether they're going to go with
Well, we did see in the trailer that
Halsey. We didn't talk about the second one.
The Chief, well, in the first one, Chief is got like a hole in his head, and what is usually in his head. That's not there at the moment. He's kind of like lying there, and he's about to be executed. Yeah.
The second trailer
that we see later on in the show,
identical in the first. The first trailer.
Yeah, pretty much almost to a T, except for the fact that underneath Chief's statue, it's not the Chief.
Is Agent Locke. And Chief is the one that's giving him the monologue about how, is this what you wanted? This is the thing that you fought for and stuff like that.
One thing that I did see that I thought was interesting is the fact that Chief, and his radar, sees Locke as a friendly.
Yep.
And Locke's radar, you don't see Chief at all.
Which that's going to be interesting.
So what's the true story? Who's telling the story? It kind of reminds me of Tales from the Borderlands a little bit. Like what's the truth? What's the not truth? You know.
I put it to you like this. In the trailers that they've had for the past few Halo games, the only ones that were somewhat true to what the story was.
None of them have been in the game. None of them have been in game.
Halo Reach was basically what happened in the trailer for Reach was a prequel to basically everything. The dude who flew in and blew up the bomb, he died. He's dead. Friggin' Kat is the woman
with the arm,
who gets blown up, and in that she loses her arm.
Yeah.
The ODST commercial is basically just ODST.
Yeah, that's a different.
Yeah,
ODST is ODST though.
Yeah, it was just showing like a
Halo
trainer going
extra.
through ODST. Yeah. The live action trailers that they've been doing. 3's live action trailer, the entire Believe. Oh my god, one of the greatest video game marketing campaigns, in my opinion, is the Believe trailer. The Believe campaign.
Is that when he comes down, he has the shield over him and everything, and there's like a kid there or something like that?
No. That was just one of the things. They had like an entire stream, like the diorama.
Yeah.
Where it was like the diorama that they made, and like different camera pans.
Yeah.
Parts of the camera diorama.
I remember that shit.
The ones where it's like, we were here, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah, and they're older people. It's like
Yeah.
older people. We were here when blah blah blah.
And it's
we
live
had
action,
nothing.
right?
Yeah, and we had
Oh
nothing.
my
And then
God.
the
And
chief
Chief
came
came.
and he saved us. Like, and they had multiple ones like that.
And they're like, and the chief came, and the chief came.
Yeah. They had multiple commercials like that, but none of that was in the game. They made it seem like this is the end of the chief. This is the chief's last stand. He's gonna die, and you're gonna see all this, and that didn't happen. Even like the final battle with all of the diorama they made with the final battle, chief's last stand. None of that happened.
Yeah.
So I like the live action stuff that they do and stuff like that. Even with Halo 4, same thing. They had the live action trailers. It's like, this isn't like none of this.
But we
happened.
still actually fought that guy.
Yeah, we fight the Didact. We
Yeah.
did fight the Didact. But
Didact was pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that did happen in the trailers, it didn't really happen.
I mean, all this Chief and Oni shit is cool, but I really want to find out what the fuck happens with the Forerunners. Like, I really want to know what's going on.
They're starting to do that with like they started touching onto that in 3.
That's kind of
because the Didact was a Forerunner. He's a Forerunner.
That's kind of like the more interesting story, I want to say.
They're
I think,
torn around.
'cause I would seem
Well,
like
it's kind of like the Covenant is introducing the Forerunners. They worship the Forerunners as basically being gods.
Yeah.
And they are trying to destroy humans because some of the Forerunners believe that there was going to be a race that was going to come and like destroy everything, and that was the humans. So they were trying to kill off all the humans.
For the rest of the world.
Yeah, for the rest of the universe, because to them they think that humans are evil, and they had essentially like slave labor and stuff with some of the enemies and whatnot. Then after a time, after they're quote unquote defeated, Didact comes and he's like, he's a forerunner. No, he's a frontrunner. He's not a Covenant. He's a forerunner who is like put in like
he's
a
like
stasis
the general
of
the Forerunner. He's not like the like of all the Forerunners. He's not the
he's not the big bad. He's not the big bad.
But there were Forerunners that were like they were a race or whatever the case is, and they were like smart and shit, and some of them like didn't want to kill the humans, or some did.
Yeah,
but Didact's kind of like the general that's like very
humans need to die.
Very Zod-like.
Yeah,
very Zod-like in his demeanor.
Because they showed off one of the Forerunner or a dream, I guess, kind of like a dream state.
She's
in
like
4.
the Cortana-ish.
Yeah,
she's
one of the Forerunners.
In my opinion, she's what probably saved Cortana, but whatever. We'll see what happens with that.
We'll see. We don't know because they haven't said whether Cortana's coming back or not, or what's going to happen. Well, she's dead.
Was she ever alive?
Yes, yeah, I would say she was alive. She was her own being.
Yeah.
And even that's why Chief's like, I don't want another one. If there's like, the idea is like, oh well, we can make another one because it's Cortana's based off of Dr. Halsey's like information and data and whatnot, and DNA and whatnot.
Yeah, but that was something different.
She was her own being. She was her own entity. And even if they were to like, oh, we'll just make you another Cortana, it won't be the same because it won't be her.
What's kind of crazy is is this the last trilogy of the Chief? Like is this like the second to last Chief game? Like is there like, or is this the last Chief game? Like is this like?
Well, they said they're doing another.
Trilogy?
This is going to be another trilogy.
Yeah,
and
after this trilogy, I mean, Halo's not dying.
After this trilogy,
Halo is not dying.
I would not be surprised
if it's not Chief.
If it's not Chief, because they really explicitly stated how he's aging essentially, because he's a lot older than he seems that he is. Yeah. Not just for like the implants and stuff like that, but he's been put in cryo sleep like multiple times. So he's older. He's been around for a long time. He's just hasn't aged properly because he's been in cryo sleep. But even then, he's still older and he's getting up because he's a Spartan too.
He's got the Half-Life 2 syndrome.
He should be
like George Mason. I just wake up to kill shit and go back to sleep.
Exactly. He should be kind of like not as close to Avery Johnson's age, but he's in the ballpark. He should be around that age. He's not a young person.
We don't know what he looks like, so
yeah. Well, actually,
we almost did.
They tell you what he looks like in the novels.
Oh, okay.
He's very pale. He has brownish red hair, freckles. Has a gap between his teeth.
Really?
He look from the description that they've made of him. He's like a nerdy looking white guy. He's like he has a build to him because of the stuff he's gone through and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he's very pale because he's always in the armor. reddish brown hair, freckles, and he has a gap between his teeth. So in my head, I picture him looking like Alfred, whatchamacallit, from freaking Mad TV, or from Mad Magazine. That's what I think about. I'm like, oh, he looks like the dude from Mad Magazine. That's just weird.
Yeah, that's kind of like where I was going. Or Ed Sheeran.
Oh, yes. Oh, God. So
he takes his mask off and he's like, thinking out loud.
When that day comes where they actually make him take off his mask, it's gonna be really interesting.
That would be really interesting, yeah. But yeah, I kind of feel like this is the last couple of Halo Chief games. And Tony, you're not a Halo fan or a first person shooter fan at all. But how'd you feel about the trailers?
Well, given that I don't follow, given that I do not play Halo
or shooters,
or shooters for that matter. Looking at both of the trailers, I'm wondering, I guess, the dynamic of Master Chief and
Agent Locke.
So are we.
Yeah, we're wondering. I didn't get a chance to watch all of the literal bits and pieces of the Halo Spartan whatever with Agent Locke.
It gives his character of Agent Locke and who he is, kind of like. But the cool thing is, they're hashtag Hunt the Truth. If you go on Instagram and SoundCloud, they're actually more sound bites like you would find in game, I guess, about Halo Guardians, like females that have talked that knew the Chief when he was a kid and shit like that, and some other stuff. I haven't gone back and listened to it yet, but I've found if you go to SoundCloud and you go hashtag Hunt the Truth, you'll find like more stuff about Hunt the Truth.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's actually I mean, Bungie's and Microsoft are famous for putting tidbits of info in their in their shit. And this is no different, so that's really cool. Can't wait to see more.
I'm really psyched for this series. I mean, I've liked the Halo series for extremely long time, and I
want to see the rebirth of the Halo as an esport.
Oh, kind of, sort of, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
We'll see.